Share Beirut presents Stories of Hope from Baghdad.
Hi everyone. I feel like I have to do a dance or something because that last presentation was like so energetic. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to follow up with that speed, but I'll try. So my name is Susu Attar. I'm also a member of the GEMSI team. GEMSI is the Global Entrepreneur Makerspace Initiative. We are just a team of individuals who actually teamed up with Bilal Ghalib to help him on his mission to instigate hackerspaces in the Middle East. Hackerspaces, if you don't know, essentially are spaces where people can come, make stuff, and share ideas and information. So we are here to support Lamba Labs in their launch. Everybody should check out Lamba Labs' workshop upstairs. And also, we are planning a pop-up hackerspace in Baghdad. So in part with the hackerspace in Baghdad, I think my slipper died. Oh well. So we're doing a project called Riwaya wa Bidaya, Stories and Beginnings. And Riwaya wa Bidaya is a collection of stories of an initiative, innovation, and problem solving from Iraq. Why these stories? Because the narrative on Iraq is so limited. It's very one-dimensional, and this is a way to share another element of the story of Iraq and spread inspiration. What we're doing with the stories is making short videos as well as turning them into comics. So here's an example. Oh, that's an example of a comic. Okay, so Sayyidah Bushra Al-Khalaf is the director of Association for the Innocent. What this woman has done with a group of female friends is start an initiative to help orphans in Iraq by getting one-to-one donors for the orphans. And what part of her inspiration came from her visit to an impoverished family, a family of orphans, and she saw on the wall a schedule. And the schedule said, Monday through Friday, Ahmed in the middle. Or, sorry, Monday through Tuesday. Tuesday through Wednesday, Samira in the middle, and so on. The schedule was detailing a day-to-day schedule for somebody to sleep in the middle. And Bushra was confused, so she asked the mother, why is there a schedule for who gets to sleep in the middle? And the mother said, I have 4 children, and I only have 2 blankets. So the kids decided that they'll take turns sleeping in the middle, and that way they could be warm. So Bushra, hearing this story, decided to start a project collecting donated blankets and kerosene heaters and donating those to impoverished families all over Baghdad. She also has an organization that now has over 2,000, actually close to 3,000 orphans who all receive an education, who all have a relationship to their monthly sponsor, and who are all focusing on getting their education and improving their quality of life. From there, this woman did more. She then started a project collecting donations to rebuild houses for people who had demolished homes or people whose homes were so depleted that they needed to be restored. In 2 years, they've built 8 houses and restored 16 houses. So this is just an example of initiative. It was just a woman who saw the increase of the orphan problem in Iraq and the lack of response to it. So now the comics. We're taking these stories and turning them into comics, as I said. This is an example of one of GEMSI's own, Murtada, who decided to fill in the potholes on his street. So what Murtada did was he took some kerosene and asphalt and he just mixed it up, and he decided to fill in the major one in his street. Not all of them, just the major one. And his mom was telling him, you know, you better be careful because people are going to be suspicious. What are you doing? The government's going to get upset. And he's like, I have to do it. So he started filling the pothole, and his neighbors noticed what he was doing, asked about it, realized how easy it was, and decided to come and fill in all of the other potholes on the same street. And this is just an example of one of the many stories that we've been receiving for Rawayo Bidaya about initiative, innovation. Some of them are technology-based, some of them are entrepreneurial, some of them are just simple ideas. Here's another one, Wa'il, who bootstraps, refugee in Egypt, widower and mother of 3, figured out she knows how to knit. So she took scraps and random pieces like old film, used tape, and just started stitching and established herself as a local craftsperson. Here's another example by Colette Hogg. Colette, where you at? Hey. She illustrated the story. It's about natural gas. Another man who saw the issue with pollution in Iraq and decided to turn trash into gas. There's another one done by Colette as well, of a young man who decided to put Iraq on the map. So he used the Google Map system to map his district. And then Google took notice of him and actually is working on an initiative to start mapping Iraq now. So these are examples of what Jamsi's been doing. One of our story owners is here, actually. Alim Maghzouhi. There he is. So I'm going to hand it over to him to tell his own story.
Hi, everybody. So, one of the problems in Iraq is, unfortunately, a lack of preservation of culture. So, which is really dangerous that Iraq, Mesopotamia, has these problems because of the wars maybe, or even the last decades Iraq has been through. This problem is also for the new generation. It's dangerous for future of Iraq, not only for what Iraq is now also. So for that, for a wake-up call, I have an idea. I presented in TEDx Baghdad last year about why don't we celebrate our culture? Why don't we give attention to it? Why don't we connect the old great Mesopotamia with nowadays? Even it will be for the future. The idea is not only was an idea about celebrating Iraqi Culture Day. No. The idea, it has grown up and became a project. The project, it has many simple activities. For example, to establish a new kind of libraries in Baghdad, because of the public libraries in Baghdad close at 1 p.m., which is weird. Also, even in the weekends are closed. The new kind of libraries is to encouraging youth and others to read books and the cafes in Baghdad, or even in the dental clinics. So I spoke with the cafe owner in Baghdad, and I suggest for him, why don't we establish this new kind of library in your cafe? He said, yes, why not? So immediately, I collect my books and put it there and to share it with others, to read and to discuss, and it's like a cultural salon. Also, friends and I started like a campaign of organizing public visits to the heritage places, to the museums, to encourage the culture, I mean the cultural activities, and also it will make sense, it should make sense to be responsible about to responsible about this valuable history, this valuable heritage of Iraq. Also, sorry, I didn't prepare well because a lot of things. Actually, I think you should like my page on Facebook. It's called Iraqi Culture Day, and follow us. And there is a lot of activities. We will do more and more for children, also for youth, for young. Also, we want to connect the Iraqis, the Iraqi culture among themselves first, because a lot of in Iraq today you will find Muslims and Christians and Kurds, and also to share it with others, with other cultures, with other traditionals, with, for example, that's so. I want to say it was my ruwaya, and the way that was my bidaya. I wanted just to share it with you. Thank you.
Hello. I'd like to present Suhada Fartusi, who is a founding organizer for TEDx Baghdad, and she's going to tell us about their story.
هلو السلام عليكم. طبعا انا كلش سعيده، هاي اول مره جيتي لبيروت، وسعيده بكلش، يعني شفت بيروت وشفت اهل بيروت اهم شيء. Today, saying my presentation is now okay. Yeah. Today I would love to share with you one story. Okay. A story of realizing a dream by going back to home, Iraq. So, yes, Iraq. This is how the world see Iraq. Killing, bombing. If you Google it, I Googled first, and then you see no nice pictures of Iraq. So, we went to go back to our home country, and we believe and focus on the youth and the light side of Iraq, because nobody sees that. Only if we want to do that, we can do that. To see the powerful of the youth, that we want to rebuild Iraq. So we decide to bring TED. TED, for people who don't know, TED is an international conference who aims spreading ideas, or spreading, and it have changed many lives, people in more than 133 countries, and we have like 4,300 around the world. And of course, we don't forget our TEDx Beirut is also the great TEDx Beirut. So I just remember the day. I will tell you like how it started. It started by one man's dream, but it became dreams of many Iraqis outside and inside Iraq. One day Yahya al-Abdali, he asked me, shall we do that? He got approved from the TED organization that we can do TED in Baghdad. And I said directly yes. But to be honest with you, it was like a very difficult decision to take that. Mostly because for a mother, my 3 girls, and who never been in Iraq. I was only born there, and I never saw my country. So maybe some of you asking themselves why she's doing that. It's very simple. I love my country, and it is very good to do things you love. And I know that will be life-changing for many people. We were not alone. So many people have tweeted us and emailed us that they had the same dream, the same thought about they want to rebuild Iraq. We want our country back. So, sorry. So in the beginning of 2011, we shared online that we will start making it. And we have so many Iraqi stories. It will succeed. We had more than 3,000 registered people want to attend this event, and we had only place for 750 persons. I want to share with you something. Normally, I am backstage, and I prepare people to be on the stage, but I give you this very honest that it's so difficult to be on the stage. Oh my God. Yes, you see, it is like big event. We were sharing, it was not like a normal event because you were gained with people hopes, people trust. So it was more difficult. And I want to share with you one of our stories on the stage. This person, Mahmoud Hachem, he get only 3 minutes to be on the stage. He had spent all his money to make his environment. It was like a plate that can generate more energy than a normal plate. So it was was all of holes, as you can see. But these 3 minutes have changed his life. For a pilot, a French pilot, he have took his plate and he have make it on his plane and it works. So this is one of our small stories. One another special one, Iraqi talent, a blind person. He get also very few minutes on the stage, and he's now having the big organization in Iraq, in Karbala, for blind people. He helped blind people how they can get work, how they can manage with a normal life. Another very simple thing. One of our designers made a design like a message, keep Baghdad clean. It went like a virus. He put it on our Facebook page. Everyone printed out. And where you go in Iraq, you see this paper hanging on the stores, on the taxis. It was like a virus. It was not expected. TEDx Baghdad was an emotional journey. For many of us, we had many people that visiting Iraq for the first time, where they found the real Iraq, the real home country. Even the Prime Minister showed up to our event, and he announced the first initiative that support our Iraqi talents. So this is the power of sharing plans, dreams, our feelings, especially when you have impact of other people's lives. And last, I would love to share with you one video, a very short video about the real Iraq, what we have discovered. Thank you very much.